Hey everyone, Miss Barnhart here. I really hope that yesterday went well and that you are ready for another day today. I'm feeling alright, but we need to get some work done. So we are going to do our ABT, and this is going to be kind of weird and new because I'm doing it on a video and you are looking at it in your book or your packet. For my periods 1-2, you are going to be on page 52, and for my 5, 6, and 7, 8, I believe it is going to be on the third page, or the third word in your packet. The word is consider. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to open up to the appropriate page. Again, either page 52 or the third word. Go. Alright, now that you have that open, we are going to get started. So, the word that we're learning this week is consider. Consider. And consider is a verb. Next to the word verb, underneath consider, please write very briefly what a verb is. Please write what a verb is. Do that now. So, the word consider is a verb, and if you wrote next to the word verb something like an action word or a word that does something, that would be fine. So we know that when we're considering something, we're doing something. Please move your reading guide card down to here. So, this is how you say this word. It is pronounced consider. Consider. So, check out the syllables here. There are 3 syllables. The one that has the emphasis is the middle group of letters. So, please underline the SI in consider. Alright, one more time. The word is consider. Everyone. I'm sure that was lovely, and I hope you did actually say it. Alright, on the line, please write the word. Alright, let's move our reading guide cards down to the first meaning. Now, there are 2 meanings of the word consider. The first one means to think about something carefully. To think about something carefully, really considering it. So if you take a look at the little picture on the side, it's of this woman, and she's got her arms crossed, one hand on her face. She's really thinking about something. So let's fill in this sentence. We can see that this person is at a probably fast food place, and she's considering getting something over something else. So it says, Sarah considered getting a blank for lunch, but then she decided to order a healthy blank instead. Now remember, you're filling in what I fill in for this example, so this is how we're going to fill it in today. Sarah considered getting a hamburger for lunch, but then she decided to order a healthy salad instead. Good for Sarah. I have a salad every day and I am very healthy. Alright, let's look at the synonym. Above the word synonym, please write what a synonym is, or what it means to have a synonym. When you have a synonym, it means a word that means the same thing. So another word that might mean consider is to reflect. We're really thinking about it carefully. Alright, let's move our reading guide cards down to the second example. The second meaning of consider is to have an opinion about something. And again, some synonyms for consider in this meaning are think or believe. So you really have an opinion, you really are thinking about this thing very hard. Let's look at the example. The example says, teenagers often consider their parents' taste in blank to be old-fashioned or blank. I'm looking at this little picture and I see that there are some musical notes. So this is how we're going to fill this in. Teenagers often consider their parents' taste in music to be old-fashioned or boring. So teenagers have an opinion about music, and it's probably not the same opinion that their parents have about music. So they often consider their parents' taste to be old-fashioned or boring. Alright, let's move our reading guide cards down to forms. Forms. Now if you're in my 5, 6, or 7, 8, please write forms, and then over here, family. I know that that's hard to read on your packet, so please fill that in. The different forms, these are different verb forms. Verbs have different tenses, which we'll talk about later, but these are a couple examples. So, I, you, we, they consider. He, she, or it considers. And in the past tense, which means it happened before, you would add an ed to the end, so it would be considered. On the family side, you do have the noun form, which would be consideration. Alright, let's move our reading guide cards down to the word partners. Again, for my 5, 6, and 7, 8, please write word partners. Okay, so here's our examples. You are going to carefully consider or consider the possibilities. So let's read these sentences. Before you act, you should carefully consider the consequences. Please underline the word partners. That would be carefully consider. Before you act, you should carefully consider the consequences. Next, consider the possibilities. Think about the possibilities. If you consider the possibilities of life in space, it seems likely that we are not alone in the universe. Please enter the word partner for the second example. Consider the possibilities. Think very hard about the possibilities. Okay, let's move down to a verbal practice. Move your reading guide card down to just below the directions. Alright, this time I'm going to read them to you because it's a video and it's different. So, you are still going to be underlining particular words, so please pay attention. Verbal practice. Talk about it. Read each sentence and think about how you would complete it. Please underline the words read and think. Second, discuss your idea with your partner using the sentence frame. Please underline the word discuss. Third, listen carefully to your partner's and classmates' ideas. Please underline the word listen and partners and classmates. Finally, write your favorite idea in the blank. Please underline the word write. Remember that this is the verbal practice. That means we're not writing until we hear lots of different possibilities. So you're going to read, discuss, listen, and then write. I'm going to read all the frames for you, and then you're going to be off to work. So, here we go. Number 1. Nina considered buying her brother a blank. One more time. Nina considered buying her brother a blank. She thought about it. Number 2. Before you enroll in a class, you should consider blank. Before you enroll in a class, you should consider blank. The word enroll means sign up for. So before you sign up for a class, you should consider what? Number 3, I consider blank to be the best show on TV. I consider blank to be the best show on TV. Number 4, who do you consider to be the better singer? Blank or blank? Who do you consider to be the better singer? Blank or blank? So you have some spaces to fill in and think about, but remember, you're just talking about it with your elbow partner right now. Then you're going to be sharing out loud to the class. Remember, when you share out loud, you need to read the entire sentence and fill in the blank with appropriate information. So you're going to go through each sentence with your partner first. Then, as a class, you're going to be called on or be asked to share. And at the end, the last thing you'll do is write your favorite idea. Good luck. I know you'll do great, and we'll talk soon.